Hello, and welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2, and this will be part 72. In the previous episode, we leveled up and changed career to Paladin, for a while at least. And then we were introduced to the mechanics of upgrading, rebuilding the castle keep thing. But we need to speak to Kana because she is responsible for the men, so let's go and speak to her. How may I be of service, Captain? Give me a report on Crossroad Keep. General time pass 0%. I think I mentioned that you can push that up to 25%, and then the game will tell you to go and do some questing. Keep funds, income, number of recruits, merchants, peasants, civility, average, morale, average. Great cloaks, number 50, we were given 50. Their civility is average, they have no training, very low strength, poor weapons, no armor, which is good, no special missions. Sergeants, non-construction, buildings constructed, because we run into here, Riedl's time passed, so the blacksmith is now effectively built. And then all the stuff that's not constructed, fortifications ruined, land security very low, road conditions poor. Okay. I want to organize the men. We have several men, Captain, and there are many things we could do with them. The men can be assigned different tasks, training and garrison duty, patrolling roads and the keeps the lands, and trying to recruit more great cloaks to join our ranks. I have assigned the men to training and garrison to keep for now. On occasion, special assignments may be available. It might be wise to take that with me whenever you come to the keep. Do you want to be assigned what your grey cloaks? Yeah, grey cloaks are doing. Have the men train and garrison the keep. A wise choice, I will send them necessary orders. Let's talk about tithing. As captain of Crossroad Keep, you have the right and duty to collect taxes and tithes of the people on Lord Nash's lands even. It's left to your decision how much you collect. These funds goes to the keep's coffers and can be used for construction. The two taxes involved, those on merchants and those on the farmers. These lands have been lorded for many years, and the rocket farmers here are not used to being taxed. They may be scented. Merchants are also used to the keep's portion of the high road being a free road, but a dangerous one. If we ties them at all, they may consider longer, safer back country roads or hiring ships from High Cliff. Until the land is tamed and the taxes you impose may only chase those we need away. Merchant traffic. Currently there are no signs on the road. Okay. Taxes on farmers pay. Unlike merchants, farmers aren't taxed regularly, but after the Luskan War, Lord Nash has been forced to send tax collectors to his lands more frequently. You can expect the same. I'll let you know when tax collectors are coming through, but you have to set the tax amount before then. How do you want to adjust it? No taxes for the farmers. Before you came, the land has no lord. I'm sure the farmers will appreciate it remained that way, and the people of the keep as well. Let's talk about something else. Tell me about yourself. I'm Kana, a warrior who follows the way. All other words are whatever it's. I can spell it for you. You can probably read it. Like time to catch butterflies with blades of grass. I will seek the purity of the way of the swords. The way is not about its destinations, instead it is a path. Through serving you, I have found the way again. I cannot thank you enough for that. Can you teach me the way of the swords? I cannot teach you the way. It's a path of service, and you're the one who leads. How the surrounding areas are roads are some of the most dangerous in the realms. Only well-armed travelers would consider going down them. Only a few merchants use our roads, not enough to support the keep. This is much different from when you became captain. The surrounding lands are as wild as they were to begin with, possibly worse. Bandits has been using this area as a haven for many years. It'll be hard to drive out. Hardly been any changes since we've started here. The same handful of farmers buried in the hills. The land is practically empty. Oh, I am not going to go through this extensively, but I just want to do it for the first time. So let's head outside. Master Beetle. Construction is complete, Captain. I'm eager to hear what you want us to do next. What else can I help you with? Rebuild something. Tell me about yourself. Why not? I am Master Stonemason Weedle. I hail from Cormia and I traveled the many leagues to work on cathedrals, mansions, and palaces. Sadly, so did half the masons of Farron, it seems, and no one seems to appreciate a true artist. Well, up until now, the faith you and Lord Nasher has put in me, well, it's just overwhelming. Can you tell me about Cormia? The Steel region tends to throw for assume the fifth well enough, especially considering the troubles that beset Cormia. Neverwinter's been no bed of roses either. That's why folk like you can make a living. There's often enough that needs fixing for hundreds of your like. I want to rebuild something. My favorite subject. So much to build, so much to work on. Courtyard buildings, build a merchant shop. What lucky merchant will get the shop, I wonder? It shouldn't take long to construct it. Well, not compared to some of the other projects. So much to do, so much to do. Indeed. So, it is time for us now to go about doing things. And I will likely edit this down to a bare minimum. We need to go and speak to some people. We have a blacksmith, which means it needs to be occupied, and some of the areas we've been through in the game so far will have had people that we can go and speak to and offer them to come to the keep. There's been a lot of interesting individuals that have made comments about if we had a job available for them or something, they could be potentially interested. And this is what we're going to do now. We're going to visit a good chunk of them. And I will likely cut out the traveling between the different areas and just edit together a montage sort of thing, without all the load screens and traveling and all that kind of stuff. So our first stop is going to be West Harbor. So here we are in West Harbor. I wonder if Dagon still not chatty. No, he's not chatty. The one, there's Bevel.
Looks like it didn't take you long to make new friends.
Anything new happen while I've been gone?
It's been quiet since the attack. Everyone's just working to fix all of the damage done, and Georg has the militia training even harder now. He's pretty upset about the number of harbormen we lost, and wants to make sure we're better prepared if there's a next time.
So there haven't been any further attacks?
No attacks. I guess sending you away with the shard really made a difference. So, maybe you shouldn't stay too long. No offense, but if that shard is what caused all the trouble, you really should keep it away from here.
Are you sure you don't want to come with me?
I'm sure it's an exciting life, but my duty is here in West Harbor. If there is another attack, I want to be here to help. Not that what you're doing isn't important. It's just that someone needs to stay behind and keep an eye on things.
Well. Thomas, you got something new to say?
Ah, I heard you came back, yes? You probably are here for some sort of reason, I imagine.
Nope. He's not important. Velsa's not important. We've already spoken to her and told her the glorious news about her lovely little boy. It's all in we need. I have some empty fields at Crossroad Keep. I could use some farming help. I reckon you got all sorts of responses to that. Maybe people asking you to do all manner of fool things. You're no kin of mine, but you're Harborman, and that's the next best thing. I'll stay with you a season or two to get your crops in order. May take me a bit to gather my things. I hope the red-infested road is clear of lizardlings now. That was the first NPC spoken to, and next up will be the next area. So rude interrupt traveling between places. This is a random encounter that can occur at any point, and having it occur now is perfectly okay. Hey, Katie, where are you bound now? Have we met? We've never been properly introduced to each other, so let's do that now, shall we? I'm Sin, the pretty lady to my right is Nira, the elf is Shasha, and the gnome in the dress is Oyo. It's a rope, you bastard. I know the introductions have been made, there's a matter of a bounty on your head. Go on. The Arcane Brotherhood is very unhappy with you right now, so unhappy that they have offered a hefty sum of gold to anyone who brings your head back to Luskin. The fact that you were found innocent at your trial particularly infuriated them. Rumor has it that they went through a great deal of trouble to frame you. What is your interest in all of this, Captain Obvious? You are a well-known adventurer, as long as you got skill and good equipment. When we kill you, we'll be able to collect the bounty, take your equipment, and become the heroes of Luskin in one blow. A shame I don't have high intimidating skill. I don't want to do this, but you leave me no choice. Aesthetic. How pacifist like you have gotten so far, I'll never know. Well, I suppose we can buy ourselves some time by doing a word of faith, shall we?
My spells have...
Okay, have fun with that, guys. Now I should have bought myself time to either buff. So, let us do some buffing. We done buffing? Come on. Good. Now you can go and smack that one about. Please. Okay. It took me longer to buff than it took the other guys to mutilate those poor things. Oh well, I suppose. I mean, this is the downside to this class. Oh, you're still alive. Not for long. I'll just loot first, okay? You're worth 40 experience each. How quaint. Anyway, oh. Anything else? As I was going to say, definitely the issue with this class, if any issues are present, is the fact that the buffing power is extreme, but buffing actually takes time. That's the only downside to this character class. I've come to like it a lot more than I expected I would. But anyway, we had a destination to head to, so let's head there. After that rude interruption, we are now in Port Last, and I'll set the Alliance arms in. Because we need some resource gather for our little smithy, and there were some individuals that were alluding to maybe wanting to work if there was some work to be had. Kalindra. Oh, thanks for your help, Kelly. There's a quarry near my keep. You could come and work for me. My plans were to journey back to but I have heard of your crossroad keep. Rest of my men will set out after I purchase supplies for the journey. Aha, that was a continuation of that quest. Cool. But we have more places to go to, and I will do some editing magic to spare you all those screens and that kind of stuff. And I will, of course, make sure to keep anything exciting happening on the way, but nothing should be occurring. We are now in Old Owl Well, and of course we liberated some miners from a pit. I think it's called a dungeon thing, and they may... I'm fairly sure they were alluding to the fact that they were seeking employment as well, so... Maybe we should go and see if they want some work, if I can remember where the heck they were. Over here somewhere, maybe? No, not here. My let me try again. My navigational skills are legendary. Anyone should know that. There we are. There you are. We've been waiting for you a while now. You must have cleared out those orcs. Leaves all that ore unprotected, just waiting for my men to dig it out. Maybe we could work out some sort of delay. Go on, I'm interested. You get yourself a place of business, and I think we can help each other out. My men and I can supply with refined ore that should net us a tidy profit. Until then, I'll be waiting here. Okay. We have a deal. Of course, my men and I will go to this keep of yours, which I haven't mentioned, but never mind this matter. So let's head off, men. Come on, move it. Our business here is done. So we have two groups of miners, which is always good. But of course, Catriona is here. Cassidy is second in command.
Back again?
Are you going to stay here and help the Grey Cloaks?
It might be time for me to find something a little more challenging. These orcs were tough, but, well, I think I'm due for a change of scenery. Maybe there's a nobleman in Neverwinter who needs an extra blade by their side.
Come work for me. I could use someone like you.
Well, judging from what you've done out here, I'll wager you definitely have interesting work for me. All right, I'm in. You just got yourself a sergeant.
I will see you at the Crossroad Keep then.
I'll be here for a while longer, but I will join you at Crossroad Keep soon enough.
Cool. I also half expected Casimir to have something to say, but apparently not. So we have now two miners and a sergeant, and of course a farmer. So let's see what else we need to go and do, and I will do more editing cuts because that's fun. Welcome to sunny Fort Lug. We have someone who, again, implied they might be looking for more interesting work. Jacoby. Welcome back, what can I do for you? Come work for me, I need a weaponsmith at Crossroad Keep. Oh, that's right, I heard you've been rebuilding the place, even the smithy. Well, you outrank your commander now, so I better follow your orders and head on over. It's a pleasure to answer your service, Kaylee. I like nice people. Nice people are nice. Hence they are called nice. But, of course, weapons alone won't do it, so we will need an armor smith. And where did we bump into one? Haha, as if by magic. I will meet you in the next location. Welcome to Chandra's hometown. Hi, Cliff. I'm very sure there was an armor here that mentioned something about not having enough challenging work. So, we have found some challenging work for him, I assume. Oh, you should be right here. There you are. Well, Matt's still here and board is always something I can do for you, I hope. Come work for me, I could use someone like you at Crossroad Keep. I've heard of you, Kaylee. They say you have miners working for you. I'll pack my things and head over. I'm sure I'll do better at the keep. Soldiers need armor, after all. You won't regret it. So, as he's just said, he's heard we got miners, so basically if we had not gone and gathered the miners first, he would tell us that we needed some. So it was a good thing that we went this way first, isn't it? Anyway, we have one more stop to do before heading back to Crossroad Keep. And we are in the merchant quarter in Neverwinter, because of course we have a little fella over here who's looking for a roof over his head. Deacon. And of course we just built a merchant shop, you know, purely coincidentally. It was a happy coincidence, all that kind of stuff. So, Deacon, I found your shop in Crossroad Keep with a roof. A shop. You would give Deacon a shop? If you give Deacon a little home with roof, Deacon would be so happy. Deacon would gladly run all night and day through pits of fire and death to get where he needs to go to have a little cold home. As long as no dragons there, Deacon on the dragons and there's humor. No dragons? No dragons. Deacon is so excited. We'll gather his stuff, pack up in a bit, and go to the keep. Roof. Deacon get a roof. Gets a roof. But Deacon wants to tell kind of generous hero. Deacon may not keep all the stuff, if any, when he goes to keep. You may want to buy or sell anything. Deacon, do it now. Deacon may not be able to carry all the stuff to keep. Hot on back and feet. No, that's fine. I'll be going now. So we now have 2 miners, a farmer, a swordsmith, and an armorsmith, and a merchant. Besides Uncas, of course, but he's questionable. Deacon is entirely trustworthy, I'm sure of. So I will catch you back at the keep. We are back at the Crossroads Keep, so let's no sign of Orland yet. Oh well, he'll likely show up. We have to head into the main building, and there's no miners here either. What a shame. Miners, not minors. There's a heck of a difference between the two. So, because we're here, we can go and speak to Master Weedle. Which we should do. He's up here. And get him to build some more stuff. The construction is complete, Captain. I'm eager to hear what you want us to do next. Rebuild the keep itself. Continue. Yeah. Repair the library. 15,000 gold. We're quite lucky it didn't collapse on top of you earlier, you know. This will also make Alden unhappy. He's been begging me to let him back in there. So much to do, so much to do. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Good. Inside the keep. And we will have to speak to Kana. I have a great report for you. The men have completed rudimentary training. They're capable of defending themselves and given enough numbers, overwhelming an opponent. I'm here to be of service, Captain. More in depth about men and their sergeants. Tell me about Catriona. Catriona has weathered many battles in all our world before she got to me. As well I can teach her. The only decision for her is where to station her. I was planning on holding her in reserve to deal with special missions or all other important matters. But I will defer to your judgment. Once as an assignment, though, it will take some time for her to delegate her responsibilities. She should help train the men. I'll let her know her new assignment. Let's change subjects. What's the status on Crossroad Keep? Also, we will start work on construction keep, blah blah blah. Okay, nothing. Okay, that's what I meant to do. Report. 5% passed. Average, very low, blah 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 blah. Okay. Cool. So, there's a wolf's minion we can, I can find him. Where is the wolf's minion thing? Oh, I should probably say hi to her. From your humble beginning to this, you must be pleased, Captain. Nah, I'm okay. Yeah. The courtyard, to the fields even, I think it's called. Follow me. We are now in the fields, hooray! May your dealings ever prosper, Captain. I have found my way to your keep and I sense much economic potential. The other miner here, Penton, and I have reached an arrangement. He knows the earth but little about commerce. This arrangement shall benefit all of us. Simply inform Penton and I of the location of deposits and we'll send our men to mine them. I found some new ore deposits. My hope in you is well placed, Captain. Here, take these coins as your share of the profits. When my men return, I will give you a sample of whatever ore they find. Only the best for the finder of fortunes. I must depart to coordinate the mining efforts, but I will return as soon as I can. 2,000 gold pieces, not too bad. All the ores we've been clicking on ever since we started playing the game are the ores that they are going to go out and mine, which means resources for the blacksmith shop, which could be useful. So now we officially have some ore. We should probably put it to good use. Thankfully we were clever enough to build a blacksmith shop. Ah, that is clever, isn't it? Just find it. Winter, Merchant Shop, Dario, and Jacoby. This is exactly where I'd like to be, back in the service of the Grey Cloaks for a commander that doesn't have stones on their head. It's a great honor to be here, Captain, a real honor. Only one hitch, and with the Grey Cloaks, believe me, there's always a hitch. I was talking with Kana, and those tight purses in Neverwinter have been giving us enough funds again. So nightfall o'clock, we got barely 2 coppers to rub together, and half the Grey Cloaks have farmers' tools as weapons. I'd make them some weapons for as near to nothing as I can, but I still need to pay for materials. Can we talk about upgrading the weapons of my men? Eager to help, Captain. I have enough materials to provide new weapons for the men. What do you want specifically? At the very least, I want every Grey Cloak here to have a real weapon. I agree, every soldier needs an honest weapon. I can do it for half city cost, Captain. Trust me, just give me the word. Get started on it. The men won't forget this, Captain. Neither will I. I'll start right now. Cool. Dario, hey. Your keep looks real nice, Captain. It's not so different from Highcliff. Oh, you mean a blasted ruin? Just a bit more rubble around, that's all. Once I get my gear set up, you should talk to me about some armor. Might even be able to make some for your Grey Cloaks. Can we upgrade stuff? I have some supplies left. I could make some new armor for your men. Anything specific you're looking for? Adamantine +5 armors, can you... No? No, okay. To begin with, everyone needs at least some basic armor. I'll make sure every man has some form of armor. It may not be the most ideal armor, but it's better than the sackcloth some of them are wearing. Get started on it? Absolutely, Captain. I'll get right on it, right to it. Cool. Hey. So next up is to say hi to Mr. Deacon Kobold in the merchant shop, just to make sure he has settled in. We need to vendor some of the stuff we have spare, and he is another vendor that will pay up to 20,000 gold pieces of items. I will likely do the vending business, or I will do the vending business off recording because there's no point for people watching me sell stuff. But I will also have to end this part here because I will need to do quite a bit of editing, so I have no idea what long the episode is going to be. But I don't want to end up with a 45-minute long episode. So when we come back, we are going to further work on improving the keep and its men and all that kind of stuff. So as for now, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.